Yeah, viewers all over the world. For some of you that are seeing me for the first time, Ogbuefi Ezeana, ugochitubelu na Oraifite, ma ọ bụ kpọọ m Akajiugo. I'm an ancient high priest. Abụ m onye isi nchụaja na ugochitubelu ọdịnala temple. Anyị na-agba afa gbaa afa miri emi rụkwazi ọrụ mmụọ dị iche iche. Abụkwazi m onye isi nchụaja na ọdịnala Restoration Evangelical Mission, bụrụ onye mgbasa ozi ọdịnala Igbo. So you can call me a priest or an evangelist. I will answer. My mission is to help people live better life. N'ụbọchị taa n'oge awa nke eziokwu, isiokwu anyị ji wee bịa bụ the fourth commandment. Honor your parents so that your days will be long. Nwa na-achọ ka nkọwara na this fourth commandment bụ dị iwu mbụ enyere mmadụ. Ihe mmadụ must obey in order to move from point A to point B. Echefuna na 10 commandments has been an ancient law from time immemorial, from creation of this gross material world. Now, the first commandment and the third commandment is as it concerns our relationship with Chukwu Okike pụrụ ime ihe niile, the everlasting being, the creator of the whole universe. But from the fourth commandment to the 10th commandment is as it concerns man. And among these 7 commandments that concerns man from 4th to 10th, this number 4 is the first, meaning that it's so important that this is the first one, and it happens to be the only commandment that has plus on it. Honor your parents so that their days will come. Any other commandment is just coward. Don't do this. Don't do this. But this one, he asks you what to do, he tell you what to do, and tell you the benefit therein, to show you that it's very important. Believe in me, if you understand this fourth commandment, believe in me, you must have solved some of your problems. Sometimes some of the problems you are running from pillar to post, from one pastor to pastor, from one spiritualist to spiritualist, from one Dibia to Dibia, can actually be solved by mere keeping this fourth commandment. So keep sharing it. Tell people, invite people to join us to hear from the horse's mouth. Before we dive into today's lecture proper, important announcement. Don't forget that we are in the month of February, the second month in 2026, according to Georgian calendar. Now, that commandment, before we dive into it, important announcements. Our monthly ritual for the month is still ongoing. You can join us anywhere you are all over the globe. Distance is never a barrier in all we do in the temple. This morning I have gone to the temple to make sacrifices and rituals upon the lives of those that join us everywhere all over the world, the friends of the temple, the children of the temple, the members of Eze-Ana and Restoration Evangelical Mission and consecrated group. And we'll keep doing it this way till the last day of the month. We proceed back to the temple to offer sacrifices to entities of powers. Yes. India we high game. Cause of I want to introduce you na group ritual like he game na screen here for my WhatsApp number. Chat me on WhatsApp, forward your 3 prayer requests, then make token donation to the account number. Chat them on WhatsApp, I will tell you other things we need for you in order to book you. My WhatsApp number remains 0805 7837672. I repeat, 0805 7837672. Now let's proceed. What I'm telling you today, we are discussing about the fourth commandment, and I'm here to tell you, put it to you, that keeping the fourth commandment is one of the keys for you to survive, to succeed massively. I'm a living witness. Make sure you are in good book with your parents. If you're under the influence of my voice right now, and it happens that you and your father, your parents are not in good terms, please leave whatever you are doing, go and reconcile with them. Even if you are some of the people that normally donate from time to time to support our activities in the temple, or you do dash me money from time to time, Please don't dash me money if you have not reconciled with your parents. Very important. You know why I say so? To buttress my point, to tell you the importance of doing so. Like I said before, some of these spiritual problem you are running from pillar to post can actually be solved by mere doing the right thing. A sị na ngọzi na-adịrị nwatakịrị ahụ nke na-eme ka obi nne na nna ya jụrụ. And don't forget that your ancestors, your parents are the representatives of your ancestors. You cannot claim to love your ancestors. You cannot claim to be praying to your ancestors while the living ancestors, the representatives of the ancestors, you hate them. I have teach this lecture. I have given this lecture times without number. Some people will argue that they have terrible parents, that are his or her parents is so terrible that he hardly please them. Look, there is a way to follow every man. What is important is to understand how every man reasons and follow the same person in the same way. So what you have to tell me is that even if you describe their parents as difficult people, maybe the approach you are using is wrong. Yes. You don't talk back to your parents carelessly. There's a way you talk to your parents, believe in me, they will listen to you. Give them the utmost respect. Talk to them as your parents. Don't start calling them this old man, Okoman, Okomis. No. Give them the utmost respect. And look, karma is something else. If you refuse to give your parents the utmost respect now, believe in me, karma will ensure that any children you give birth to in future will never respect you. So that you will feel the pain of not respecting or getting respect from your parents. What you do is that even if you describe your parents as so difficult, there must be a way to talk to them that they will listen. That time they are exercising their parental care and fatherhood, allow the person to say a word. Even if you disagree with the person in one way or the other, there is a way you can let him or her know that you disagree with this without being insulting. The problem you people have is that you go insulting. Even if your father don't want you to follow this path and they want to follow this path, or doesn't want you to keep company with so person or marry so person, there is a way you talk to your father, they will listen. What I'm telling you is that you need the blessings. Ask those people that goes into marriage without the blessings of their parents, how far? Those people that goes into one thing or the other without the blessing, you need their blessings. Even if your father disagree with you, come with superior argument, politely. Talk to them, tell them why, and assure them that you will never disappoint them. Do this politely, believe in me. They love you. Nobody will love you more than your parents. Anybody other person can claim to love you is fake. Nobody will love you like more than your parents. It's your parents that will pray for you to be greater than them. No any other person will do that. So you are a child under the influence of my voice right now. Learn how to respect your parents. If you and your father or your mother is at war, please go and reconcile with them now they are still alive. When they are no more, believe in me, you spend a lot. It might even warrant you going to the person's grave. And there's some certain atonement and rituals must be done. And you spend more. But now I can tell you, look for what your father cherish most, value most. Look for what your mother value most. Go to the market and get those things. Go and apologize, kneel down and say, Father, bless me. Do you know that some of these things you are running from pillar to post, there is some certain small sacrifice you need by buying some items going to your ikunne or ikunna, going to your even your mother people, going to the onye no obidio okenye no there and ask the person to pray for you. Yes, me even very soon I will buy ram and go to my ikunne for onye nzo no there to pray for me. Very important. From time to time do that. Eburu nwa di ana na abia abia. But na gị no gota ihe, gota ọjị, gota things. Go to your father, say, Daddy, I bought this for you. Please pray for me. Oh, it gladdens parents. Nobody will show you genuine love more than your parents. Some of these things you are running for to your spiritualists. Go home. Go to your father. Go to your mother. Ask them that you are back. They should please forgive you anywhere you have wronged them. After you must have given the gift. After that, so that you need to put smiles on their faces. Then ask them to pray for you. Believe in me. That prayer can break many yoke. I can tell you, some of you are wandering around with curses from your parents, with pains you have caused your father. Sometimes you cause pain to your parents and they cry. They treat you this way. Some of you are under curse because you made your parents to speak some words out of anger. I will advise you to go back. Let that your father and your parents revise what they have said against you. That can mark the end of whatever you are passing through. Everything is not all about sacrifice. Everything is not all about prayers. If you know whoever that you have wronged, go and seek forgiveness. It could be a spiritual father, it could be a spiritual mother, whoever you have wronged and you know you have wronged this person, you need to go and ask forgiveness. That is the only way the chain of curse will be broken. I will advise you, if your parents are no more, and you know that when they are alive, that you and them are not going along, you always disobedient to them, you always make them sad. I will advise you to begin to make arrangements how you can go to their grave. If you are close by, chat me, I will tell you what and what you use to go to them. Then if you are maybe living in a far distant place, maybe you are abroad, and that thing is affecting you where you are, contact me. I will help you to offer sacrifices to summon the spirit of your late parents and perform rituals of atonement and appeasement on your behalf and plead for mercy. I have known some people that are trapped outside the country, but they travel there under curse of the parents. I know how the sacrifices I perform and solicit for mercy and forgiveness from their parents. Immediately that sacrifice was done, believe in me, that guy begin to see goodness of life and favor. But this is what he has been wandering from one place to other. But after I now find out that this person is under curse from the parents because of what he did. Some of you normally push your parents down. Some of you to call them names because they are poor, because they are broke, because you think that you are already their physical strength is going down and their own is still maturing. Never you insult your parents. So my advice today, if your parents are no more and they don't know what to do, chat me on WhatsApp. I will help you. If it's what you can still go to their grave, I will tell you what I want to do. If it's what you are no longer close by, if it's what I can help you to do to reconcile both of you. Yes, because sometimes goodness of life that is supposed to come your way is being blocked by your loved ones because of enmity between two of you. Yes, the same way, if you are in loggerhead with your someone else, and the person in the position where the matter concerns you is being discussed, the person can block it because of enmity that exists between two of you. The same way is something that happened in the spiritual realm. So what am I saying? If for any reason your parents is still alive, but you know you are not getting along with them, and every time your father, your mother is always laying curse on you, someone it's cause. Whatever you are doing to your parents that make them to shed tears, it's cause. Sometimes what is holding your blessing is as a result of that cause. Sometimes what is holding your blessing is as a result of that cause, and they keep wandering from one spiritualist to another, wasting your money, moving from one prayer houses and to another, yet no solution. Go to there and reconcile to your parents, because whatever a parent says will come to pass, because the parents is the one that nurtured you, deprived himself some goodies of life for your own betterment. No one more what they would give, because they have sacrificed a lot. His blood, his DNA flows in your vein. There's nothing as powerful as when you are dealing with somebody you have sacrificed for, and the person is paying you back with enmity. So for the fact that your parents deprive themselves goodies of life for your own well-being, you're already indebted for them. You are already indebted to them. So the only way you will not be indebted to them is by keep paying them back with goodies of life, making them happy, telling them how proud you are for them, being your parents. But when you continually hurting them, making them feel sad, making them shed tears after what they have done in your life, helping you, it will bring cost. Whatever cost they lay on you, come to your place. You cannot buy the hand that feeds you. The same way, anybody that sacrificed so much for your own good, you owe that person perpetual respect and honor. When you refuses to give that person respect and honor, and the person cried because of you, despite the person went to the moon because of you, you suffer. That is cause. That is law of karma in place. Let me stop here. Take it from me. Respect your parents so that your days will be long. And the only thing that put in home, once your days is long, you will live long to live goodies of life. Let us pray. Ekwem na Chineke. Ekwem na ọ dị ihe siri m ike nke Chineke na-apụghị izi m ụzọ ga-esi n'uwe ya, n'ihi na ọ mazụrụ ihe niile. Obi m siri ike na Chineke emeworo m ya, ya gazie. May the blessings of Chukwu pụrụ ime ihe niile be with you all now and forevermore. Ya gazie.